In this video we've been intercepted by a UFO, so now we have to do the Avenger Defense mission. This time we're bringing our Reaper out. Our Reaper is tired, but he's going to fill a very vital role during this Avenger Defense, which is to scout for our snipers. We have a low-level ranger, because there aren't really any abilities that are going to make a huge difference during this point defense. So I felt now would be a good time to get her some experience. 2 grenadiers, including our top-ranking one, for hail of bullets and hollow targeting, and also a slightly lower-ranking one, so we can try and also get her hollow targeting. Our Spark as usual, for overdrive shots. And the highest-ranking sharpshooter we have available, our other one is out on a covert action. As for equipment, there aren't many changes from last time. We have the Ranger with the Talon rounds, the Sharpshooter and the Grenadier with blue screen rounds, and we've given our Mimic Beacon to our second Grenadier just because there aren't any other classes that can take it right now.
Menace 1-5, situation critical. Primary Avenger systems are offline and hostiles are moving to engage. Shen, any updates?
Commander, we've got a critical system failure. The Avenger is dead in the water. I'm diverting reserve power to the scanners and they're picking up a powerful radiation source nearby. We need to locate and destroy whatever it is disrupting our systems.
We may have a bigger problem, Commander. We're picking up heavy comm traffic. Dozens of Advent transports are inbound on our position, and they've got battleships in tow. The aliens are sending everything they've got. We have to get this ship off the ground or we may not make it out of this one.
Our objective for this mission is to destroy this disruptor structure. The way we're going to accomplish that is we're going to take our Reaper out and give line of sight to our sharpshooters, so they can just kill it from the safety of the Avenger. That way we can keep all our troops back here and not have to fight our way out there. The other thing worth mentioning is there's 2 cars right next to it, so we can detonate them for some additional damage. Let's send our Reaper out. Our number 1 concern is going to be making sure our Reaper doesn't get detected. We'll head up onto the cliff for now, since we can't see any enemies yet.
I understand. An alien patrol.
As expected, there are a lot of pods, and they're all going to be coming towards us. Our sharpshooter needs to get in a position where they're going to have line of sight on this device. It looks like it's going to be a very narrow shot back here. I believed this was going to be the best shot we'd have.
Heading out!
Then the rest of our squad is going to take up defensive positions.
Let's move already! There better be something there.
Moving.
Not a problem. Come get me.
Overwatch.
Got it covered. Moving to Overwatch. Scanning.
No life signs.
Our first pod was a codex and a purifier. Luckily we killed the codex outright without it splitting. At this distance, the purifier isn't much of a threat.
I'm sending reinforcements in from the Avengers reserves.
We'll see what our reinforcement was first. A specialist. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. We'll just add her to the defensive line. We need to make sure we don't just drop our Reaper right into a group of enemies. I'm just checking tiles to see if there's anything obvious.
I will go.
These chrysalids seem a little smaller than I remember. Then again, it was never really their size we had to worry about. Menace 1-5, we have visual confirmation on the disruptor. Destroy it, and let's get the hell out of here before it's too late.
We've got chrysalids back there, which are quite dangerous, but we don't have to fight them on this mission. We can detonate the back car, but it won't hit the disruptor. We can get a good hit on the other one though.
Watch closely.
Our sharpshooter cannot see the objective, unfortunately. We'll have to look for another tile that does have line of sight. She can't see past this large rock, so we'll have to swing out wider. Eventually, I find a tile that's not too far out and can see the objective. We'll maintain position for another turn, and then our sharpshooter should be able to finish it off.
Rearming weapons systems.
Oh, yeah.
Overwatch protocol engaged.
Heading out. Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now. Hostile terminated.
The heavy mech pod is closing in, and that's going to be quite dangerous. Now we can take a shot with our sharpshooter. This is the approach I would have taken if the car hadn't been there.
Target destroyed.
And then we can just bring our Reaper all the way back. We'll be able to extract next turn.
It seems to have lifted the disruption field. Engine control systems are coming back online. We should be clear to take off within 60 seconds.
Commander, we can take off on your order. We should get the squad on board and get moving.
Let's do this.
I'm going to bring our Ranger back because I'm worried about this heavy mech pod on the cliff.
Got it covered. Overwatch.
Sensors at
On
maximum
overwatch.
range.
Back online. Moving to Overwatch. Yeah, I didn't get it.
We'll bring our Reaper inside the extraction zone.
My life is in your hands.
Before we leave though, we may as well give him another kill.
Our world is dangerous.
Then we'll bring our Grenadier back to take a hollow targeting shot at the mech.
I should be out there hunting. Enemy is still up.
Next we'll bring our Spark in and activate overdrive.
On the move.
We'll start with the rocket, if we can get it to go where we want. It's not worth going for the 2 HP, we'll try the priest instead.
Terminated.
We'll give this to our specialist, and we'll guarantee it with combat protocol. Unfortunate, we're not going for that loot. Let's make sure our last 2 units are inside the extraction zone. The only one we can see is this trooper, and our ranger's not likely to kill it, so we'll just lift off.
Excellent work, Commander. Looks like the Avenger lives to fight another day.
We actually got fairly lucky with this Avenger Defense because the Disruptor was very close to the Avenger. But the same general tactic would apply. You take your Reaper out, get eyes on it, flank it with your sharpshooters, and then just run back.
As long as there's even one Reaper left standing, you can bet they're still in the fight. Finger on the trigger.
We managed to get a promotion with our Reaper. This is a very difficult decision, and he's also got holo targeting, but he's usually shooting last. On the one hand you have Banish, which is fantastic for killing single targets, such as Chosen and Alien Rulers, combined with a repeater for executions, and this can be devastating. But on the other hand you have Highlands, which allows them to take 2 claymores. And so the entire reason why we've been saving AP is because now we can just get both of them. And then we'll continue holding on to our AP for a similar choice at Colonel.
Mental fatigue starts to impact our soldiers' tactical effectiveness when they don't have a chance to rest. We should give them a few days off to recover if we can manage it.
This might make it a little harder to deal with the Warlock, but it was worth it. We could have tried to do that with a Ranger, but it would have been much harder because their detection radius is a lot bigger.
Elders' horrific experiments on our people should come as no surprise. But that does not make them any less.
We're going to have to make an effort to build the infirmary to get rid of this trait, because it won't go away otherwise.
But the essence of our very being as well.
We don't have a lot of supplies currently, so we'll have to look at that later.
Day out is no easy task, and eventually the stress takes its toll in various ways. We'll need to keep an eye on each soldier to manage their traits.
Sector 1.
We'll just go back to contacting this region for now. Now we have several regions. We have access to all 3 guerrilla ops. This one's the Hidden Dark event. Then we have Faceless during missions, with supplies as a reward. And then Psionic Zombies, with intel. Both are important, so it depends which you think has the overall biggest benefit. We do want supplies, and the other one is intel. We've got a lot of intel right now, so we'll go for Alien Infiltrator. Neutralize Field Commander missions can be fairly annoying at times, and we're also likely to get the Warlock since we haven't seen him in a while, but we should be able to handle it with mind shields.
Setting course for Mexico.